What is going on YouTube? Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to make your stream just a little bit nicer. So to start us off, let's just go ahead and hop into the main screen here. So right away, let's talk about what just happened. This to this. This is called the Move plugin. It's 100% free and it's smooth. You like how that looks? Like it's just a smooth thing. And what's really cool about the Move plugin is it just works out of the box. You can adjust it if you want, and there's a lot of videos on how to adjust it, but it just kind of works, right? And right here, as you can see, that is going to be my default transition. That's what that is, okay? In addition to the Move plugin, I actually use something else as well for certain scenes called Transition Table. Again, it's a plugin, and I'll link it below for you guys. Now, Transition Table is something that a lot of big streamers use. Specifically, one you're all going to know is the Burnt Peanut. If you guys ever notice, when he leaves his game scene, every single time, that little like ground with the fire and gun says the Burnt Peanut, and it shows up on his screen, and he goes to the next screen. Or when he is in certain like lobbies, like, you know, he did desks or whatever he's sitting behind, and then he hits a button, he's like, let's ride, and you guys get, you know, the transition or whatever, the cool hype videos that he has. So those are predetermined as well, and that's all through this. So let me show you how this works. So if I were to go to my news desk, right, so this one's labeled, so let's go to news desk, and for me, that's this scene right here. Let me fix my peon because he's gonna bother me, he's in the wrong spot. Okay, if I'm in this scene right here, right, okay, and I go to my game, right? If I go to my game, it's going to play a predetermined stinger. So watch, let's say I got a lobby right now and I hit, let's go to the game. Here we go. Also, I have no idea if this plays sound. I just clicked it really quickly because it was short to show you guys how it works. Perfect. Oops. I didn't mean to click the second one yet, but you get the idea. So the way it works is, let me hop back in here so I'm not wasting everybody's time, is when I get a transition and I was in news desk, right? And I go from news desk to game, use transition car 2, which is the car scene, right? That's how it's set. Now, when I was in game, which was the black screen, right? And I go to any scene from the game, play built by mobs, which you guys seen because I just clicked it real quick by accident out of habit. But that's how it works. That's why every time he leaves, you get that one, and then you get maybe one of like the car scene or the flying witch scene or whatever one he has set up hooked into his different 3D scenes. That's how that works. Again, it's a plugin. I'll link it for you guys below. All right. Another thing I got a lot of questions on. Well, two more things I got a lot of questions on. One being is this black thing around me here, right? The black border I have around me. So if I open this up, let me show you guys what that is real quick. Let me drag this over here so it's not too hard to look at. That's very easy, and it's just a couple plugins as well. So it's going to be Advanced Mask, which is what's adding the round corners. If I click that off, I'm in a perfect square, okay? So that's what makes the corners. And then this stroke and shadow, excuse me, I'm sorry. This stroke and shadow are from the same plugin. Again, they're all free and I'll link it below. So you just add those to your liking to whatever you want to add them to. In fact, those are the same things that give me this effect right here. If you see how it has the black box in the back there, it's the same plugin. The only other difference with this is I also have a plugin called 3D Effect. Again, I'll link it below to have it turned more towards the desk. And that is it. So those are just some of the things I'm using to spice up my stream. Now, when I was live, I got a lot of questions about two very specific things that we have created. One, I have a video on. The other one, the video is coming, I promise. The first one, and I think it's probably my favorite thing, is my Shatter camera alert. So the reason I brought this up is you guys can see how I have it set up for you if you're struggling with getting it set up correctly. And Streamlabs here, this is how mine's set up. These are the sub steps of it. So what scene are we on right now? We are currently on main screen. So let me go to that one. Main screen right here, and I'm just going to trigger it to show you. But if I trigger this, my screen shatters and it'll show you the username of the person that subbed or membership or followed or whatever the case may be, right? So this one only has these, but up here this has this one's right here. So don't worry, I'm not excluding anyone. But anyways, my point is this is the setup to have it go down, show that, go back up. Now, if you want to actually make the shatter itself, that's a totally different thing. We have a video on it. It's not too difficult to do, but there are some steps, and it actually has a lot of potential, I think, for the future that you guys will see as we get further and further into it. But the other thing I got a ton of questions on is the peon. So the peon is something I demonstrated for you guys once in a video. I was very excited to get him working, and I haven't really talked about it since, and that's not by accident. So he's a little more complex, and I am not super knowledgeable in him yet. Like, I'm still learning, and I don't want to bullshit you guys, tell you how to do it, and something goes wrong, and I go, I don't know, right? So I've just kind of kept him to myself for now. In addition to that, he's not free, and what I mean by that is I have him hooked into OpenAI. Now, you can use other sources like local LLMs or whatever you want, but for his brain, he is hooked into OpenAI in the back through an API key. So they do charge me for that. Now, I'm not paying a lot of money. I just activated him for the stream for the first time the other day. And for the entire stream, which we streamed a lot that day, like 15 hours, it cost me 29 cents. So it's not like it was a ton of money, but just it's not free still, right? So it's just a lot to try to sell people like, hey, check this out. And like, I have to pay money for this, and I got to do like, it's just a lot, right? So I don't know about, but it is a cool feature that the viewers that I had loved. And let me show you how he works. So if I were to come into my chat right now and I go, Peon, hey, he responds totally autonomous from me or the streamer, I should say.
Well,
he has his own thoughts or whatever you want to call them, all on his own.
Something. What you want? Just don't ask me to deal with those pesky alliance blokes.
He's long-winded right now, the way I have him set, right? But yeah, you have the ability to set how long he responds, his cadence, his voice, all that is set by you, the person that built him, right? So that's just how mine's built because he's supposed to be a peon, right? And he's really cool. I'm excited to see where we go with that. I think when I'm a little bit bigger, you'll see me make that video, because I think if I make it right now, it'll get like 100 views because people won't care, and then it'll just get lost, right? So I'm going to add to it later on. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys is something that I'm still working on. And it's coming, and I think this will be a really cool feature when it comes. So somebody brought it up the other day, and I think they're right. So what I'm working on here, let me launch it, is this is going to be like a BRB screen game. You have to go to the bathroom or something. You just click BRB screen and it'll fire this game right here, or whatever game you choose to make, right? And then the viewers play it through your chat. So what I'm doing right now is kind of like a big boss game, right? So that's him in the middle. It's not done yet. It's not animated, right? So we're not that far yet. But essentially the way it works is, if this is my chat, right? I come over to exclamation point join. You're going to see, boom, I just appeared on the screen with my name above my head. And then it says over here in the feed, I've joined. And then I can say exclamation point attack. And I just attacked him. Mobs hits for 5 damage. Boss HP is 195 out of 200. So your stream as a whole will join in, and they'll attack, and then he will be attacking. So somebody's going to have to be able to cast heals. Somebody's going to have to be able to taunt Plague, so he doesn't one-shot people and things like that. Like a little like dungeon run, essentially, right in this area. And when we kill him, he'll drop like 2 or 3 items that we will collect, and then I will save that information on my NAS here. So in the future, when we launch it again, if you got like a sword or something, then it'll be there, and you'll be a little bit stronger, and we'll make the bosses stronger and stronger as we go on. And it'll just be a cool little thing for the stream to do together. But we're not ready to launch that yet. I'm just very excited about it. But yeah, I think that's really it. It doesn't take much to make it nicer. I was getting a lot of questions, so I just wanted to cover some stuff for you guys real quickly. Yeah, all the plugins I use will be linked below. Feel free to use them, of course. And then if you guys want to know about like the videos and stuff I make, of course, those are linked as well. The only other thing I have is a starting soon screen. I made that because you guys asked me to make it. We made it on a stream. I'm not really going to play it because it's super long. It's like 5 minutes long. But here, I'll just show you. It's just a peon banging on some wood for a little bit. And when he's done banging on wood, let me scroll forward, he starts sprinting, right? It says starting soon. So like, yeah, like he just starts running up to that castle up there. And when he's done running to the castle, he eventually makes it to his car, which is another scene we made together right here. And it'll jump into a totally unrelated scene like this. And it'll play this scene. I'm not going to let that scene play out. It's loud and it's long, and that doesn't matter. The point is it was cool. And do they match at all? No, but we made them together, and I was like, we're going to jam this in because that's what we made as a community. So hell yeah, we're going to use that, right? So anyway, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.